good morning, and welcome back to episode 4 in my continuing series, special run this week, Living in America, Is Home Ownership Just a Dream? You know, we've covered, can you afford the upfront? Can you afford the monthly nut? Do you have enough in savings to cover you? Now let's move on to the fourth thing, and that is, will your credit get it? So, this is going to be pretty simple because either you have it or you don't. Now, if you are looking to get an FHA loan, you can now qualify for an FHA loan at 3.5% down with a credit score as low as 580. It used to be higher, but now they've dropped it down to 580. That will require you to come up with 3.5%. Now I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Next, if your credit score is anywhere from 500 to 579, you can still qualify for an FHA loan. Amazing. But you'll need to come up with 10%. So now, what does that mean? That means that not only are you going to have to come up with the 10% that I told you need to have cash on hand on day one, but then you're going to need an extra 6%, up to 6% in closing costs. So having that low credit score is really going to hurt you. And this is why you really need to pay attention to how you manage your credit. Because the worse it is, the more costly it is for you in all aspects of life, especially when it comes to getting into a home. Now, you want to talk conventional loan, which is going to give you a little more flexibility on the refinancing. At this point, you will need to have a credit score of at least 620. So, again, FHA loans come in two tiers. You're going to need a 500 to 579 credit score, which will require you to come up with 10% down, or you're going to have a 580 and above credit score, which is going to require you to come up with 3.5%. If you're qualifying for a conventional loan, good for you. Your credit score needs to be 620 and above, and you'll probably need to come up with a minimum of 3% or more. So, that's where your credit needs to be in order to qualify for a mortgage loan. The only other way around that is to have the cash to buy the home. People are actually doing that. I'll talk to you about that another time. So, that's it for today's episode. Tune in tomorrow for the final episode in my continuing series, and we'll find out the last thing you need to be aware of before you decide to pull the trigger on owning a home. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Bye now.